Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another G.I. Joe Classified series. I was gonna say action figure review, but here we have a bunch of action figures with, of course, a huge vehicle we have been waiting for about 16 months, something like that. I'm already seeing that I will need 3 AAA, AA batteries, it seems. I have them, don't worry. Yeah, and this is a very special one because it's our first large G.I. Joe Classified series vehicle, and it's of course the HISS tank, which is one of the, if not the most classic and iconic vehicle of the line, at least for the baddies. It's one of them, you know, it's one of the top most iconic designs for the line. And there you can see, I don't know if this is the front of the back or the back, because you have this, but it looks like the front to me. There you can see this is my AliExpress Supreme Cobra Commander. We're gonna talk about this guy someday. That's the front. It came in a double shipper box, and the inner one had like 4 corners of plastic protection, and this box came inside of the second box, of course, and that one had like a bag, you know, like a Super 7 Ultimates style. So I'm very glad. I mean, that's a lot of trash, but we want our boxes to be high, you know, to be safe, you know, to arrive safe home. There you have one of the sides of the box. Check the artwork, the Cobra logo, the HISS. This is the female, that's the driver, the gunner, yeah, with her shovel. And there you can see also what I assume is the back. I mean, the artwork looks great, and it all has like a matte finish, which helps me with the video because I only have this ring light, otherwise we would have a lot of glare. Elements, the emballage. Anyway, it says like you have a lot of, you know, recyclable stuff, Hasbro, legal stuff. We're not gonna worry about that today. There you have the other side of the box, and there you can see, well, they are kind of showing the Cobra light, the lower part of the front part of the HISS tank with the lights on, of course the lower turrets, and here we have the, like the, was it the early bird figure? Yeah, the, you know, the one with the original color design by the designer. This is the lower bit of the box, and that looks amazing. It has a little bit of glossy finish here, and for the Cobra and the 788 Mars, and also for HasLab there, but the rest is all matte. And I mean, we could go on detail there. Maybe I'll later post a picture or something. I don't know, it's of course a lot of text there. We won't use the time now for that. We can check it. I mean, I hope you're receiving yours as well today or soon, but that looks great. And of course we have also the top of the box, and there you can see Semper Fidelis serpents, like always true, you know, like loyal serpent Cobra. Really cool artwork, and there you can see, like in a very dim gray, again a blueprint of the HISS, like you know, like in the background, again HasLab, all of that, Mars Military Armaments Research Syndicate, and 6 inches 15 centimeters is the scale. And you can see also the Cobra logo. Now it's time to just, you know, just open this thing and see how good it actually is. So if I'm right, this is something you can open from the side. I don't know, maybe I'm damaging the box a little bit, but we just want to take this thing out, the little monster. Yeah, I think it's something like that. And then we open that, and I guess these are the figures, and this is the tank. I mean, Hasbro posted their video, of course, like a month ago, like their own unboxing video. If you haven't watched that, don't watch this one. Anyway, I mean, watch this one, don't watch theirs. Whatever, it's just, of course you watch that one. Just some Cobra logo here. God, I hope I don't make a mess here. Nice. I mean, it's always cool to have just some boring cardboard with cool logos, you know. And here's the actual tank, I guess. We're just gonna take it out of there. So I got the actual tank next to me, I mean the box. We're gonna check this one before bringing him in. Boom, there you have first of all, these are the stickers, if I'm right, and it seems high-speed sentry, I guess, instructions. We'll check that in a minute. Anyway. So you have the instruction manual here, and it has a lot of graphics, and it shows a lot of details and how everything that lights up, I guess. And it says it stands up to 10 hours, if I read that right. And there you have some more diagrams. Let me focus. Yeah, it's looking really cool. I mean, I don't remember if this is the exact way the original, I guess they're doing it like in the retro style, you know. And here you have one sticker sheet. Looks nice. Here you have the Mickey Mouse logo. And you have very different, like inverted Cobra logos in a smaller scale. You have like 788 in different sizes, Cobra HISS for both sides, Semper Fidelis Serpens, again like 4 of those in 2 different sizes. You can go to school with this thing and learn the numbers, and yeah, and also some warning signs, and only one side. Yeah, then you have of course your little paper here that keeps everything non-scratchy, and just present these people as they come there, you know. There you have the Ron Rudat, Ron, right? If I read, that's his sign, a signature, Cobra HISS Tactician. If we take this one off, we can look at a bit better, take a better look at that. And of course, I mean, this is the highlight, I guess. I mean, the vehicle, of course, and this guy. I mean, all the figures are, of course, a highlight, but that's like the collectible, the most collectible one, if I'm right. So we could agree that unboxing videos are all about taking stuff out of the way in the least chaotic possible way. And I don't know if I'm making it right, but hey, we're here just for the ride, you know. Cobra HISS Tactician, nice box. I mean, the fact that it's you know, this kind of box already just like invites me to just open it. Actually, it doesn't even have tape. Yeah, HISS Tactician, Rudat. Looks like an, well, I guess it's an old or the original artwork they decided to make this figure from. Again, Joe Classified series, the HISS tank in grayscale. Those are his abilities. He can tank, he can bullet, he can star, and he can city. Anyway, and there you have Cobra high-speed sentry tactician, and yeah, like a red line blueprint, or I don't know, you know, like a red line diagram of the character. Cobra HISS, whatever. Let's just do the thing. This guy comes like this. That's nice. Again, the original artwork, and of course he has his little Cobra HISS Tactician box number 100. And yeah, I guess, I don't know, I might do a separate video for the figures. I don't know. We'll check that in a moment. Now, the next one is number 99, so I'm doing this wrong, like no order. This is the Cobra HISS driver, just like the one that came packed in, yes or yes. And again, he can tank, he can bullet, he can lift, and he can building. And anyway, there you have the diagram, Cobra HISS 788. G.I.Joe Classified series, HasLab, all of that, no tape, which makes things easier for us. And boom, looking good. I mean, yeah, I'm so happy to finally be getting this thing. I mean, we paid for it some months ago, and finally we're getting our money's worth. And last but not least, we have the Cobra HISS gunner, and she's looking very relaxed there, just with her very nice shovel there. She can cross hairs. I mean, she can target. She can you know, all these things. I always make fun of these graphics because I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I like them, but why don't they write something also? I mean, some people go to the website. I just don't. And she comes with a lot of. I mean, she has the better loadout of all 3 of them, if I'm right. Cobra HISS, whatever, no tape. Semper Fidelis Serpents, by the way. And there you have her. She's numbered 101. Only, I mean, Cobra HISS Gunner, they actually have their, you know, designation or their name kind of thing. And you can see the different sizes. So these three guys, of course, are two dudes built the same. They share the same body, just different colors. And the female one, would those be the same arms they use for the Baroness? I don't have that Baroness yet. The Crimson Strike team hasn't arrived here. Anyway, looking sweet, these three guys. And I mean, what is cooler than getting a vehicle with a bunch of, you know, with the whole crew? And of course, we have this dude. Cardboard feels, you know, it's tight, you know, like you have your file card there. No cross-sell because this is of course a special edition. There you, if you are interested, pause it now and read it. I can only say absolute power. And Cobra Commander, codename Enemy Leader. That's his birth name. Yeah, read this thing for yourself if you want to. Just look at that. I mean, the mold looks great. I also have the Super 7 one, which I didn't open, and I can say like this, they look very similar, but this of course will have better articulation. Yeah, of course I prefer classified, the scale, and I prefer the, not of course, but because the other one has very cool accessories as well and the cape, but the scale, this one goes along. But I won't open this one in this video because I just got one HISS tank, you know, I mean, just, it's already enough, you know, but of course I would like to have 7 or whatever, but you know, I don't have the space and the, you know, like, and money to throw out of the window. I got me one. I was gonna get 2, but at the end I decided keep it chill, you know. Of course, this is the only reason this figure is like the I should have gotten 2 because I want to open one. But I'm gonna try and wait. If they're gonna release a regular Cobra logo version of this same mold, because I mean this is one you can really keep carded. It's unpunched, it's proper retro style, and what can I say, you know. And now the actual tank. I decided I'm gonna make separate reviews for the figures, otherwise this video will be eternal, and we want to get to the actual thing. I mean, figures are also the actual product, but we want to get to the big boy. Anyway, let me just see how this works. Let me do it carefully. Here you have actually the 2 canopies. You have the retro one, just translucent plastic, and you have the new design one, you know, with the reds and the blacks, the frames, and the Lamborghini style doors, you know, panels. Here you have the lower turret, the one in the front. Actually, it has much more colors than I remember from the what they were showing back in the day. Anyway, which is a good surprise. Yeah, we have here the, I don't know if these are the retro or the new panels. I guess these are like the new side panels for the threads, and they also have some gunmetal detail there, and this V in blue. Cool. I'm very glad in these, you know, these letters. And there you have like the retro ones, or just the other ones that you can switch. Let me just see if I can do this. Yeah, because that's the tank. Yeah, I have to be careful here. There you have the, you know, the child. And of course a lot of cardboard getting in the way. That's the actual tank, really good size. It's very large, and it's also, yeah, it's still manageable in my opinion. Anyway, of course we have a lot of bags here. There you have some more, I cannot get closer, this more turrets, and the main turrets here. I don't know if I'm even showing them on camera. And of course a lot of bag things, and the side rockets. These were one of the unlocks, right? As you can see, you had to unpeel the thing. It has a lot of plastic protection there, and it has some cardboard here that we just have to, yeah, just like that. I guess the other side as well. I don't know, the threads. gummy, and it feels thick enough. I hope it will withstand time, and the rest of the stuff will continue in a second. So there you have the HISS tank unassembled. I mean, just as it came out of the box, next to Scrap Iron and the Supreme Cobra Commander, just because of the color scheme, and to check also this drone, just so that you have like an idea of the scale. And now I want more of these drones, because I want the HISS tank going around with 2 or 3 of these drones flanking it, you know, like bzzz. Anyway, nice Cobra logo here. Let's take these guys out of the way just to continue. There you can see how it threads. It does move. You just have to push it down so that it doesn't, I mean, if you do it like lightly, it will kind of stumble. But there you have it. It does move nicely. These things are rubbery. I think it's thick enough. I hope it will withstand time. Here you have the covers. Oh, look at that. Did you see that? That's like a little flap where you can attach the rocket things here. I guess you just, we'll do that later, because yeah, let's check the thing first. GH7C 363. I don't know what all these numbers are for. Here you have the, you know, the little ladder for the pilot or the driver to go in. This feels a bit like, yeah, this is a candidate for breakage, let's just say it there, but I hope it's sturdy enough. I won't be playing with this thing the whole time, this specific part, but it's cool that it's there, you know. Yeah, you just have to make sure it does tab there or peg. You just have to be sure that this piece here, it has like a tab here, so when you bring it back, just push it close to the swivel there. 788 right out of the gate. All this is just paint. I haven't put any stickers. I won't put any stickers in the video. I don't know if I will ever put the stickers on, but because again, I just have one. Here you have like a little bit of grayscale. I don't know if you can see them, like warning or whatever, this like diagonal lines here. I don't know if they're showing in camera. This is the back. Here you have a couple of lights. We'll check that in a moment with the batteries. Wow, this looks nice. I mean, the ramp there is painted in gunmetal, or is it metallic? No, I guess it's gunmetal plastic. It's plastic with gunmetal paint on it. Actually, oh, okay. First of all, there you can do like the classic style of the HISS tank, you know. It has no pegs back here. I mean, it could have a couple here, but it does not, for whatever reason. There you have the, I mean, on the top here you have like they can grab themselves there and, yeah, you know, not fall. You have also this here for the, I don't remember the name of the attachment that it's coming with the Techno Viper with the missiles, but there you have a large like 5mm peg, I guess, like those from Transformers, whatever. Well, it's more like a hook. It has like a hook here, and yeah, that's nice. Cobra logo, whatever. This opens nicely, and there you can see the chair. This flips. I mean, this moves a little bit. I don't know if I should. Yeah, it just has a little bit of a flap there. You have a nice Cobra logo there. I cannot get the whole camera in, at least not right now. And you have the weapons rack at this side. Yeah, stuff. It's very simple, just gray plastic with sculpted detail. I must give them that. And of course, and here you can see the inside. I mean, this is not more like interior design, this is just like the hollowness. But they gave us this room that previous HISS tanks never had. I hope, as many people, that they will give us also like a stripped down version of this vehicle, having this one with a lot of detail, and just to have like a very plain one, like the old style, you know. This is the, I don't know, the turret. As you can see, it has like a basket here, is attached with screws, red plastic, and it has all the pegs there for the peg holes for the turrets and all of that. We'll check that in a moment, and it slides there. Here you can just pull it out, you bring it in, you roll it around, and it won't come out anymore. So you just have to know where that is. Now the bottom of the thing is just yeah, here's where you put your batteries. You have to unscrew it there. Here it says, warning, secure canopy and hatches and remove weapons and ammunition prior to lifting. Fuel level must be below 25% prior to transport. Okay, nice info there. Ensure all electrical systems are powered down and main brakes are engaged. Here you have the front. Of course, the lights would be there, well, are there. You know, the main lights, this one, the lower lights, and of course that Cobra light we want to check in a moment. And we have, of course, the cockpit. Oh god, just check the detail there. We'll go later. I mean, I'll hold the telephone just without stand, you know. And here you have this lever here, or lever, whatever you call it. This joystick, which is on a ball peg, nice. The rests are in, you know, cast in that metallic plastic and has some red paint. The seat is I guess cast in black with red paint on top of it, or maybe it's dual plastic, I don't know. There you can see the consoles. I'm showing this as I can, I don't have that much space. Anyway, we'll check that all lit later on. So these are the retro, like, side panels for the threads. You just align these pegs here with these 3 peg holes and just push it there, and it will kind of, yeah, it's plugged now and it looks like that. Same for the other side, just like that. Then you need, of course, this turret, the main one. Look at that, like, metallic purple paint here for the barrel. It does have like you know, it has peg holes for some kind of fire effects we haven't gotten yet. I mean, I guess I'll check later. I'll have to bring some Transformers blast effects to check how they go there. And it has like a, yeah, you can drive this thing with the, well, I was gonna say wheel, but there you have like the controllers. It's like a wheel. I mean, the principle is that of a wheel. Cobra logo in the middle. It has 2 peg holes here, and then you just plug them here at the, you know. So once you have plugged it there and it sits snug, that's there. These are single ratcheted, they don't move. I mean, you can move them separately, which is cool. The next ones are these 2 peg holes. If I'm right, those are for these turrets, these like Gatling guns, and yeah, I like them. They have just a up and down swivel, and of course they will be able to turn around also here in the where you peg them, but that's super tight. And there you have these things here that are like the ammo for the Gatling guns. Nice sculpted detail there. You just plug them. It has like I mean, these Gatling guns have like this hole here. You just key the thing there. They have a specific shape for each side. Once you, I mean, they're super snug. Actually, check, the Gatling gun has its tiny little holes there. I'm just gonna be curious and bring this in. And yes, you can plug the regular fire blasts, so you can do like a, you know, you can decide which configuration you want to have. Now you plug this thing super snug here, just be careful. Once it's there, I mean, you won't be able to be turning it around all the way because it does plug very snugly in there. And I didn't show that the Gatling gun has some painted detail. You can see a little bit of green and red for where the people hold this thing actually. And I don't know if they hold them or these are more like, you know, like kind of drones, you know, like automatically controlled. And there you have that thing going on. I like what I see, and of course you just bring the whole thing here, and there you have the actual HISS tank starting to look more serious, you know. You also have this one here. This is like for the lower part of the canopy, or the, yeah, you know, there you have Cobra logo, some nice gunmetal paint there, and the sculpted detail. Also some peg holes for blast effects. Again, I have to bring my Transformers blast effects. Yeah, nicely sculpted. And of course this is where you plug it to the lower bit of this beast, and actually you just have to literally push it there. I think, yeah, it has like a spring-loaded thing there that you just push this thing there, and it's there. It's securely attached. It can turn around, and it can swivel up and down. So this is for the pesky people standing in front of the tank. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. This is starting to look great. And of course, the La Piece de Grace, or whatever we can call this thing, we have the canopy. This is the retro one. We're gonna do that first because we're gonna end with the modern times one. You just remove all this protective plastic. It's of course the only thing that was standing between this canopy and the real world, and then you just attach it here. As you can see, I'm trying to seat this guy scrap iron on the driver's seat. Of course, if I get very precise, I can get him to hold this thing. I don't want to do that now on camera, but I'm not being able to. I mean, this lower section of the belts, you can pull it a bit apart from the seat. I don't know if you can take it out. I feel like it gets to a point and it stops there. And this, the upper part, just you can separate them from the, you know, the buckle here with the Cobra logo, but I'm not managing to close it again, at least not with this figure. Maybe his vest is too thick, maybe it's designed only for his driver. In any case, we're gonna leave it like that for now. And again, some look at the canopy. Sorry for the shakiness, but I'm just holding this on my hand. So there you have a Cobra Valkyrie at the gun, and I mean at the turret, and there you have scrap iron sitting there, and you can just, I'm just presenting this here because it feels, I mean, look, you have these pegs here, and this is not the canopy I'm gonna leave on my tank, at least not for the moment. And you can see, I mean, it's like the old style, which is okay, but this is, yeah, you can break this if you take it off and on the whole time, again and again, and it goes very, it feels like it will be a very snug fit. So I'm just gonna present this like this because I'm gonna be using the auto canopy, and we're just gonna take a look from the side. Let's focus. I mean, of course it's not closing, but I just want to show it a little bit. Let's turn this around so that I can get this thing closer to the wall. And there you can see how that looks like. And of course you can, you know, turn the turret. She's holding the actual wheel of the turret with one hand just to hold. And yeah, and that's very nice. Another thing I wanted to show here is this kind of shield that it comes with, just cast in black plastic. And you can see this has like a couple of tabs here at the side. You just slide that in, and now our Valkyrie is totally out of sight. She can, yeah, you can throw fire, bullets, whatever at her, and she will be safe. And there you have scrap iron taking a nap. Now these pieces, the rockets for the sides, you can see there's individually attached to these parts. They are just painted on. I mean, they're just cast in black plastic. By the way, the plastic on the whole thing, it feels good, you know. It feels sturdy enough. It feels like a original HISS, just oversized, which is just the case, you know. And it feels, yeah, of course you don't want to be smashing this thing against the wall, but it feels sturdy, you know, at least to me. it has a lot of weight. The box was super heavy. I mean, super heavy. I could lift it, of course, but it was a heavy box, even if it was much smaller than the Galactus box or whatever. It was a heavy one. There you can see these things are just a large panel here, and the rockets go in there in the tabs with the ball pegs and all of that. But as you can see, it's just a thin piece of plastic, so be careful how you handle this, not that you snap it to the side, you know. And yeah, again, you lift these pieces here, and we have this one. We're gonna use this one. We're gonna properly do it now. There you can just push it a bit, and they swivel. Okay, they hammer the thing also as well. Yeah, so these are, and they can scope out actually. Well, we know that from they showed us already, but these can pull out a little bit. But then of course you might have a little bit of drooping. So I just put some batteries in, and let's see how this works. This one click, also the canopy lighted, we'll check that later. This is the second click. I'll just, yeah, there you can see the Cobra logo on the ground. It's actually, yeah, so that's a nice thing. The third click turns the headlights on. The fourth click turns those lower lights on as well. The fifth click turns the Cobra logo off. Sixth dims a bit the headlights. The seventh turn all the white lights off, and we have like night mode, I guess. Cobra logo again. That's nice, you know. And we'll continue. The ninth click, or eighth, I don't know which one it was anymore, it turns everything off. So we're taking a look at the canopy. This is first click. You can see how it turns. Did you see how this thing like dimmed in, kind of, you know? That's one cool thing. This is a Cobra logo on the ground. Those were all the clicks. So this goes on with the very first one. Let's check that again. That looks cool, right? So this is the back of the tank. First of all, when you open here, did you see that? When you go through this threshold, it turns on. Now, if I start clicking on that button below the canopy, this is one click, two clicks, three clicks. By the third click, the backlights turn on, as you can see. Fourth click, nothing changes. Fifth, sixth, seventh, off. Eighth, ninth click, and everything went off in the front and in the canopy. And this is on because we just have to close the latch here. Yeah, love it. Now, this is the actual canopy I'm gonna be equipping. You can see these panels here are open. These are, I mean, of course they are see-through, but they're also like, yeah, I mean, it's like open ridges, whatever they're called. And there you can see we have the Lamborghini door thing, you know, or DeLorean. Anyway, this is looking cool, and there it is. I really like how this looks. I mean, I would like to have 3 of these things, to be able to have 2 with the retro canopy, and this one like being like the squad leader, whatever, you know what I mean. In any case, of course, this is even more like even a step flimsier than the regular or the retro canopy, because you have these 2 sections which are also swiveled and in this kind of old style for G.I. Joe. And yeah, you know, you have just to be careful. It's a toy, but it's a collectible, it's a playset, vehicle, whatever. Just be careful how you handle things so that the joy lasts forever, you know. I can see many people will break these things at some point. I'm not wishing that to anybody, but I'm warning you, be careful with this, I guess. And that's how it looks from the side. And actually, yeah, that's a nice look, right? Just look at that. And we also want to check these panels. These are not the ones I'm gonna keep. These are the ones I'm gonna be using with my HISS tank. I like the modern look, and I think it's not that over the top that you don't like it. I don't know, many people will prefer to keep it retro, whatever. I like the new option they're giving us. Anyway, there it is. Now for comparisons, there you have the HISS tank next to a couple of Ram cycle bikes so that you can see how they go together. Next to the Baroness in the coil bike, and again Scrap Iron's drone, because I mean they look great together. Next to a couple of friends from the animal kingdom, and of course next to Serpentor riding his air chariot. And I mean, what can I say? This HISS tank is a thing of beauty. I'm in love with this vehicle. I'm in love with this new scale, this new upscaled version for our new G.I. Joe line. And I mean, I don't know, whatever I say, it's meaningless. You just have to decide for yourself if you like it or not. I think it speaks for itself. It's there, it's imposing, it takes its space and it does its thing. You know, the lights are great. The whole thing is just beautiful. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm just super happy with this thing. I haven't even put stickers to it. I don't know if I even will. I don't know if I even need to, because it looks quite good as it is to me. Of course, if you have if you got several copies, you can even weather it and paint the rivets, give it some scraping and all of that. I, as of now, won't, because it's the only one I have, and yeah. But this is a cool toy, collectible, action thing, whatever. I'm happy. I'm just glad I got it. And I hope also, again, as many people, that we will get a stripped down version, because I mean, the HISS tank, you have to have this thing available, right? It cannot be only a one-off and done. And I mean, this is the black and red. Of course, you need the HISS too in blue and whatever, and I don't know, the Arctic version, all of those things. I don't know if there's also like a Python Patrol one. You have the mold now. You can make a stripped down version, and I think people will buy it. I would myself get me a couple more, because I have this lonely one, which is great. But yeah, you know, it's the thing. We want to buy things also in our own individual rhythm. If you give us like, you have 1 month for this, it's cool. But a lot of people will be at that exact time, they won't be able to buy it, as surely it happened to many. I was also like, should I pay this or but I was like, the FOMO was there, and I like this thing. I like the HISS tank since forever. So I was like, I cannot let this one go. I didn't get several copies. I was thinking 2, 3, but at the end I was rational and I got me one, and I was like, okay, I'm paying one now and it's what I can afford at this moment, but I wanted more. And I didn't have like a lot of funds at the sides, you know, or I wasn't exactly then, I didn't sell anything else. I mean, nothing moved. I wanted to sell stuff and it didn't happen, and I was like, okay, but I have one. It's better than none for me. But of course I want more. You decide if you want to if you want to get it. It's a HasLab. You cannot get it anymore, and that's it's like mixed emotions with that. Whatever. I would prefer, or I would like to have also like a general release. I think they should be intelligent enough. This thing sold like pancakes when they put it up. It was like boom. The HasLab that crossed all the thresholds faster than any other HasLab before, if I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong. At least the main threshold, it got funded right away. So please leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.